Hey Leos, welcome back to the reading, guys. I feel so much better. I was doing Cancer reading. Dude, I cannot deal with this heat. It's hot. I cannot wait for this heat wave to be over. But thankfully we got the air working, so thank God for AC. Amen. We're looking at our Leo signs today. Well, tonight, whatever time it is for you guys. Just clearing the air. Okay, so Leos, let's see what we have coming up for you guys. It's so much better with the air on. Thank you, Lord, for that. I was burning up. Oh my God. All right, so first card out, we have the Hangman. It's in reverse. We have the Nine of Cups. I just heard someone's refusing to believe something. Like, you won't take that. Is it raining? Ooh, child, look at God. I told y'all. This heat ain't it. Okay, yeah, okay, so you have burdens being released here, like you're not putting up with anything anymore, refusing to put up with some sort of disappointment. Yeah, like Leo, I kind of see you kind of like shutting yourself out of a situation. You're closing your eyes, you're closing your ears, you're closing your nose, you're closing your mouth. Like, hear nothing, see nothing, speak nothing at this point. Like, you guys are pretty much blocking out anything that's negative. You could have been dealing with a situation here where it's almost given this energy like it's almost given this energy like someone has been taking in like too much. Like, you may have been dealing with situations that had you very emotionally like overwhelmed, and you're just like saying like I can't deal with it anymore. You have the Star card in reverse here, like something could have been taken away from you, in the sense like you wasn't feeling like yourself dealing with the situation, whatever it was. I'm gonna clarify the Star and see what comes out. Like, you just wasn't feeling like yourself, like it wasn't you at all. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, and then you have the Ace of Cups falling out with the Sun card in reverse. Something has been draining you to the point where you just couldn't find your own sense of happiness. Like, somebody could have been in this place where you can't enjoy anything. Like, you go out with friends, hanging out, you can't really enjoy it. Like, it feels like you had too much responsibility on your plate. You could have hit a point where you hit like breaking point, like I'm too exhausted, enough is enough. You could have also been dealing with a situation where you couldn't just trust a lot of people around you. You have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Somebody has been through a lot of trauma. This could be betrayal. Like, you could have trusted a couple of people in your life only to be disappointed, and at this point you're just not putting up with it anymore. Let's look at the Hangman real quick. It's the Eight of Wands. That's cute. Okay, and the Four of Wands. So lots of wand energy. This is your energy here falling out. I think that's the first set that I see here. The 10, the 8, and the 4. Going backwards. No more. So I definitely see you like cutting ties with a lot of people just to focus on your own stability. Some of you guys have new partnerships that you're entering into right now, more stable. You can definitely trust the connection that you have with whoever it is that you're operating with. This could be business relationship. This could just be you having a new home. But you're telling anyone from your past that was in that energy of like, and I'm hearing like somebody could have not believed you for something. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but somebody didn't believe you about something. But you're basically telling these people that you're in a stable connection now. You don't want anything to do with that. What's the Ten of Swords? Yeah, stability. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. Justice in reverse. And then you have the Six of Pentacles falling out. Somebody could feel like it's not fair that you're more stable. It's almost giving this energy, guys, where I don't know if you guys are in a family connection. Some of you guys might have a new relationship and it's much more stable. This is a partner you can build with, a family with. This is talking about generational wealth here. Some of you guys are also starting new businesses. But someone feels like they got cheated because you're doing this. I don't know what that's about. You have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, maybe even Scorpio. This is someone from your past. This person's thinking about you. They're missing you. They miss what you used to do for them. Somebody wants to fix things. I feel like you could have been the type of person that really helped other people balance out their life. Like, some of you guys are givers. You're the type of person that likes to give to other people to help them out. Someone sees you as a nurturer, a provider. Yeah, I feel like this could have drained you. You have the Nine of Pentacles being here. And look at how this is right next to the Temperance card. Do you see that? Like, she's giving all her energy, all her time into fixing someone else. Hi, welcome. Who is this? Prissy Cat? Welcome. But yeah, all her energy and all her time is like you couldn't really enjoy anything. All your money, all your resources. This could be a feminine you were dealing with too, another female. But let me clarify this. You have the Ace of Swords and the Chariot and the King of Swords. So someone really wanted your attention. Whoever it was, like, you could have been helping someone deal with the situation. Like, this person could have been trying really hard to persuade someone in their life to care about them. I don't know who this is that I'm talking about or who it is I'm talking to, but the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups here, really wanted to take action towards someone, but it's like she didn't trust this person, and then this other person wanted to take a leap of faith towards you. And somehow, some way, it's almost like you cut both of these people out just to find like a healthy balance for you, because I feel like it became too much. Yeah, this could have been a marriage that was unsuccessful for some of you guys. It's giving third party situation. And then you have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys are mothers. But you're holding back, not sharing, keeping to yourself. You already know that something wasn't working out. You're not going to work on fixing things with this person. Like, you're kind of releasing this energy. I don't know what happened here, but let's go a little deeper. I'm going to pull out the cards. I don't really like to go too much into other people's energy, but I did want to get a sense of what was going on with you guys. Let's go and look at you guys, because you're the focus. Whoever that person is, I don't know what's going on with them. Well, let's look at you guys. Leo. Happy full moon rising, guys. I forgot about it. So tomorrow is the official full moon. Tonight you should be starting to kind of like get a feel for it. I actually started feeling the side effects yesterday. This whole week has been kind of crazy, guys. As the moon started filling up, a lot of things start to come to the surface. You may have felt like you were in a chaotic sense of energy where you don't know what was happening behind the scenes, but you may have been feeling like certain things or getting certain hints about certain things or clarity, like trickling events. Expect a lot more of that to happen over the weekend. I was pointing out to someone yesterday, I don't think a lot of people notice this, but whenever there's a full moon, if you look out outside, the moon always has kind of like a halo around it, and it looks kind of like a cross going through it. That's really interesting. I find that, especially for it to happen every full moon, it's not a coincidence. There's some sort of value behind that. But that is when most clarity comes to light. All right, so your crown chakra right now. Okay, so you have numbers on the board, 42 in reverse. You have number 1, so lots of confidence. This is associated with Aries right now. It's like you're trying to overcome something, trying to start something over. For some of you guys out there, this is a new beginning. It's definitely something you're starting over from scratch. I said earlier, somebody was starting a new business. I did see that in the cards. That's in your South Tower. Now, your South is basically like going through summer energy. Like, it's going to be a little difficult. It's going to be a little hard. This is where you plant most of your seeds for future growth. And it's going to test you a little bit. So I can understand where you starting over is going to feel a little testy a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but that's not to say that it's going to break you down like that. That your South is more where your fire comes from, your motivation comes from, that drive that pushes you to keep going, to keep pushing forward, to invent new things. Fire is a creative energy. And if you're able to harness that instead of being burned by that, you can do masterful things. So I always say respect to your South Tower, because it is a very powerful tower. Your North Tower right now, it's about expansion. It's where you're learning a lot of new insight. This is where you pick up all that knowledge for you to carry into this event right here in your South, so that you can use those tools to help navigate what you're going through now. You're learning from having felt almost as if you didn't have enough strength to accomplish certain things, because this is actually associated with the Alpha, what is this? The Alpha Centaurian. And Centaurians are healers. They're very gentle creatures. This is a half horse, half human. If you look at the history of centaurs, they're actually healers. They're very gentle creatures. They also motivate, and when needed, they defend. They can defend and they can fight. But it's almost like your fight may have gone out of you due to circumstance. I'm going to clarify even further with this north here. But whatever the event was, Leo, that breakdown of you feeling like you didn't feel confident enough to accomplish something, it almost acted like exactly what you needed to have happen in your life for you to understand your own strength in order to move forward and get something done. Now your journey is actually showing compassion, and it's associated with the swan. This card always gives me the ugly duckling kind of a feel, where someone may be kind of like an odd duck out. You don't really fit in too much with other people, or something about you just stands out. It's not like it's not like what everyone else would have, or there's something different about you. And some people may shy away from that. Some people may appreciate that. But when you see this card pops out, this is more of an indicator for you to appreciate those weird quirks that you might have about yourself, because those things bring value to you as well. It's your own sense of uniqueness. It highlights your sense of individuality and the importance of you being your own individual person, and how that can ultimately be contributed. I can't even talk. Contributing to like your impact in everyone else's life and what it is you put forward. Now with your West Tower, your West is almost like it's almost like navigation, where you're aiming to go, where you're aiming to come. I see exhilaration here. It's in reverse. So some of you guys might be feeling really shy, as if you can't finish something or complete a project in some way. You might even be afraid that if you take a step forward, that something just may not work out. I am going to clarify that, because this is actually 52. This is you looking at things from a half glass full, kind of glass empty kind of a view. And when you see this completion here, because completion actually has to do with a lot of your manifestations. You know, your ideas, yes, you put them into action, but they mostly come out of you. So if you're already expecting failure in something, then you're already telling yourself not to put in the effort needed to accomplish something. So you're kind of creating a self-fulfilling prophecy in a sense. So be mindful about your thoughts about how the outcome of something is going to be. With the 5 being here, it does indicate that you have a choice when it comes to this outcome. So you can choose to see it as a negative thing, or you can choose to see it as something positive that can really help you out. It is associated with the number 2. So balance is really important here. Like the way I'm seeing this right now, because it's in reverse, the numbers are in reverse. Usually it's 25, which would be telling me, if it was right side up, that you were in a well-balanced state of mind in order to accomplish something here. But in reverse, it's telling me that your mindset is kind of like looking at all the wrong things. There's a need for you to shift your perspective. See the positive instead of a negative situation is what I'm getting here. Bottom of the deck, you have Destiny in reverse. This is associated with the number 14. It's in reverse. So whatever had you feeling like you weren't good enough, whatever had you feeling like you lost out on an opportunity, or that you wasn't in a healthy place in your life at the moment. This could be physical health. This could also be associated with your stability, because 4 is a very stable number. It's about having a support system. You may even have felt like you didn't have enough support around you to help you accomplish something here. It gave you a sense of you feeling lost in the situation that you've been dealing with, very unbalanced. Like you didn't have any sense of direction, and in doing so, you may have felt like you lost your way a little bit. But we're going to clarify these cards and see what's going on, and how we can really navigate through this state that you're in to help you get to a more positive place, okay? That's ultimately what these readings are about, or at least on my channel. So I'm going to start with your crown chakra. You have several cards falling out here. I'm just going to take them one at a time. So you have lead the way to clarify your crown. We're clarifying this card here, the courage in reverse. That number that came out was the number 12. Let's see. You have 3 sets of 2s, 2 sets of 1s, 1 4, 1 5, and 1 6 so far. This card says be a leader, show others how it's done, you can help others. I said that earlier, like something you were doing, like I spoke about the centaur, how they're usually healers, like something about what you're doing and what you're learning in this phase in your life, it's gonna help you bring balance to someone. But you might be avoiding people right now because you felt like you were taken advantage of, because you're such a giving person. But it's almost like you have a natural gift for it. I might be talking to somebody who's extremely intuitive. Some of you guys might have a lot of water in your chart. A Leo with water. That's fascinating. Okay, let's see what else comes out. You have the number 33 in reverse. Okay, so right now, some of you guys might be feeling like you're not getting the attention that you deserve in a situation. Like you could feel like you're being disregarded. I was getting that with this card here. Like someone wasn't appreciating your gifts or what you were capable of, or even respecting you, because this card can also talk about you being in an authoritative position. Some of you guys might be bosses or leaders in some way, but it's almost given a sense like the way that you're leading might be, and this could be either way, put it as it may, like don't try and make the story fit if it's not your story, guys. I always say that this is a general reading. I do personal readings. You can always reach out for that. The email's in the description. All right, and they're free, so it's like win-win. All right, so when I see this card, it's almost like someone's being more instinctual. Like you may have hit a breaking point where you're just tired of being disregarded, that now you're just demanding the respect of others. And I want you to be mindful about that, because you can't force people to give you things. Like it has to be a choice. If you're surrounded with people who do not respect you, Leo, just remove yourself from them. Those are not your people. They're already showing you their true face, and you can't force them to treat you the way you deserve. It's only going to take away from your own sense of value and your own respect for yourself when it comes to your own character. So I want you to think about that, because you not only have to respect others, you also have to respect yourself. Personal boundaries are very important, and if someone else doesn't respect that, it's okay to let that go. You don't have to be around that energy. Let's go to the other card. You have wake up. It's your moment. Yeah, so it's definitely time. Like this is like time for you to get something done. It's almost giving an initiation. You did have a lot of ones here. What's on these cards? Let me see. 33 and 25. 25 showed up twice, except this one is actually right side up. This is the positive side of the 25 I was talking about, where you having balance and seeing things from more of a positive perspective here. Instead of looking at it from a glass half empty, it's you looking at it from a glass half full. Instead of looking at something as a loss, you see it as an opportunity. You also have here, almost have prizes. It's in reverse. It's the number 13. Instead of giving yourself so much to other people, and I said that earlier, you are sending out messages like basically telling people you're busy. I can't be a part of that. I'm focused on my own thing. I got my own thing going on. This is you pulling your energy back. That's enough of that. And that's the lesson that I see you guys kind of learning right now. You're learning to do these things. It's giving you some sort of growth. And that's what's going to help you go through this next phase, which is your South Tower. Being able to start, take initiative, you know. Let's clarify this. Let's see what the challenges are for this. keeping up. Some of you guys might feel like you're in a hurry. Time might be of significance here. You see how she's holding the clock. Some of you guys might feel the pressure of time. Maybe you feel like you don't have a lot of time to accomplish something here. Let's see what's going on. You also have such a, okay, so rude awakening. Okay. Definitely a rude awakening. 40 and 45. 40 is actually right side up. So something on my leg. Okay. And then 45 is actually in reverse. So definitely some sort of rude awakening here. You could have experienced some sort of shock in your life right now. This could come in the form of some sort of news or message. I'm not sure what the message is, but some of you guys could have received some sort of communication. Fives can also be communication about your stability that may have shook things up a little bit. Maybe you were forced into a situation where you have to start over. It may not have been your choice, but now you have to do something. You have to take initiative. You have to get up and get something done. That's the pressure I'm seeing here. Bottom of the deck, I wonder what will happen next. Some of you guys need to have a plan for what's happening, because something unexpected just hit you is what I'm seeing here. And that's why this change is so hard. That's why it's your challenge. Let's finish clarifying and see what happens here. Okay. Shine bright like a candle. Yeah. So this always reminds me of Vincent van Gogh. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but famous artist, one of my favorite painters, mostly because of his story. And what I valued about Vincent van Gogh, and this is actually his painting behind here, Starry Nights, is that he was really depressed, guys, like really depressed, really pessimistic. Yeah, that was basically his story. But what I really got out of that is that Vincent had a talent to see a lot of beauty and a lot of crap. And I wrote a whole dissertation on him because of that. His paintings are very well valued, but people like to focus on so much about how depressed he went. He cut off his own ear and all of this. Yeah, he was in a really terrible situation. He shot himself and still walked all the way back home with the bullet in him and died like a few days later. But that's besides the point. The man had a talent for seeing really kind of dim situations and bringing beauty out of it. It's like his pain gave him some sort of foresight for something else. And I'm kind of seeing that for you guys as well. Like whatever the situation is that you're in, yes, it might feel like it's kind of uncomfortable. You may not enjoy the experience that you're going through because it might seem hard. It might seem tough. But there's something beautiful in it. Again, looking at it from a glass half full instead of half empty. Fives can be challenges as well, because you have to choose. It's about your choice. Are you choosing to see it this way, or are you choosing to see it that way? I'm going to read this card to you directly. It says, you will make it through this. Shine bright like a candle. You can actually take on this challenge, but it has to do with your ability to see the outcome. What you believe on the inside, you can actually recreate on the outside. Do you trust your own capabilities? Do you trust yourself to accomplish certain things? Do you have confidence within yourself to do it? Because now we're going into this card, as I say that, which is self-appreciation, appreciating your quirks, the things that may make you stand out in a weird or odd kind of way, you know? Like, nobody's perfect, but can you appreciate your own imperfections here? I want to clarify this a little bit more. Oh, wow. See, I told you guys something about a message from a rabbit. So somebody received some sort of message. I don't know. I want to clarify. Let me see this real quick. Where's my other deck? I'm going to use this one. What's this message? I just heard a song. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to take it note for note. Don't worry. I don't know. That just popped up in my head, guys. That's for somebody. All right, so you have the Four of Pentacles. Some of you guys may have been trying to travel. You may have been, okay, so it's like you were trying to move on, trying to start over, trying to have this new beginning here with the World card. You could have spent a lot of money trying to make some sort of change happen in your life, only to be blocked by worries, concerns in your head, mentally. I don't, like, this card could also indicate jail. Like, I don't know if somebody actually went to jail, but somebody was in their head stressed out. Let me clarify this some more. What's the the Eight of Swords? Like, something could have just been in your head, though. Like, okay, so it's an opportunity. You could have been stressed out about a job coming in. But I see that you have the Nine of Swords here, which is you releasing worries. Some of you guys might have been afraid to sleep because you were worried so much about you missing out on something. Something about a job. Some of you guys could be really stressed out about work. You have the Page of Wands here. This is about initiative. You've been putting in initiative, but you feel like you're not getting anything out of it with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you guys have been at a position for like 8 years or so. You've been at this job for a long time, doing the same thing all over and over and over again, trying to be better at it, but it's almost like you're not going anywhere. Some of you guys may have come to realize that. That's the message that you got. This could have been just a self-realization. Like, the Tower, you don't have it on the board, but I'm kind of sensing it. It's almost like a Tower moment. Now, towers can come as something that happens right in your face, like a shocking moment in your face. Or it could be a shocking realization, like suddenly you realize something, you know? But something's not going to take you somewhere. You need a new plan. You need to start over. That's what it is. That's why the Two of Wands is here. Yeah, you have the Page of Cups. Surprise, surprise. You're stuck in a situation that isn't going anywhere. Some of you guys could have been turned down for a promotion or something. Yeah, somebody's not willing to release you, but they're not going to give you what you need in order to help you move forward either. It's like somebody wants to keep you stuck in the same place that you were, but they don't want you to go at the same time. It's very contradictory. Like, I could see how that's a shock. Like, Jesus. Like, that's just crude. It's like a spit in the face. I could see why you were feeling devalued. All right, let's look at your journey right now, which is you learning to appreciate yourself. Like, I could definitely see why this reading is the way it is right now. Like, your self-worth is very important, and you're being told to appreciate that. Cancer had kind of a similar reading, but it was very different in the sense, like, they were dealing with a partnership, like a relationship ending intimately. But yours is more like having to deal with work. You guys have similar storylines, and that's not too surprising because we're all learning the same lessons, just the scenarios are different because of our individual contacts, you know? Let's look at compassion for Leo. You can't change the past. The past is already done for. Stop thinking about it. Let it go. It is what it is. Be in the present moment. 44 is here. 4-4. It's a number of healing, stability. It's also a number of love and partnership. Like, being grounded. It's a number for groundedness as well, being more stable. Some of you guys might need to get outside and kind of like ground yourself a little bit too, or maybe even hug a pet. I don't know if you have a pet bird or whatever, but it's almost like you need to spend time with your pet to help comfort you. There's something significant about birds here. You have birds. 1, 2, 3. Thought I saw another bird around here somewhere. Hold on. No, there's just like 4 birds on the table here, and they're different kinds. So you have a stork, there's an eagle, there's a swan. I don't even know what type of bird this is. If anybody knows, please let me know. You can comment below and let me know what type of bird that is. I'm going to Google it later. But you have nature communication. So it's given this energy like you thinking about what had happened or what could have happened or how things could have been. It's only distracting you from seeing the opportunity that's in front of you. And that's where this is coming in here. That 52-25 in reverse, you looking at it from the empty glass instead of the full glass. Like you're almost there getting what you want. You're seeing it as I'm losing everything that I wanted. And that's a distraction. That's where you need to focus on. Now that you know what's distracting you, you need to shift your perspective, because it's almost acting like an anchor, but instead of anchoring you to a place of safety, it's holding you back from moving forward. A moment's regret, release it. This card says, nostalgia, idolizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. It's in reverse, and it's right next to set your course, which is the number 22. So feeling lost, like I said earlier, like somebody feels like because of what happened, your compass was thrown off. It hit you so unexpectedly, you wasn't prepared for it. So now you have to scramble to figure out what to do next. And you're being told not to focus on the past, just literally what I said. A moment's regret, do not focus on the past, let it go. It already happened. Just focus on what you have to do next. Let me keep clarifying. Impossible things. So, do you believe in miracles? I love this card because of that. Do you believe that things can happen for a reason? Like, you might be looking at something as a loss, but it may actually be the blessing that you need to step out on your own and do something on your own for yourself. Like I said, I saw some of you guys starting new businesses. This job that you had, whatever the situation was, it could have been holding you back from investing fully into some sort of entrepreneurial work that you could be starting, or whatever new business you're starting for yourself. This has something to do with you investing completely and wholly in you. And I see that it's very possible for you to accomplish something here. Something can come out of this. It's almost like you're on a cliff, and you have to make a decision. Are you gonna go backwards towards a burning building, or are you going to take a leap of faith and jump off that cliff inside of some water and see if you'll survive? There's some sort of adventure ahead of you, and you were the initiation for it. Something you did started it, but some sort of fear was holding you back from going fully into it, and now you're being asked to jump and have faith. That's what I'm seeing for you guys, which is actually really beautiful. We're going to move on to this card. You see how he's jumping too? But like I said, you have to shift your perspective, because if you look at this card, he's jumping, but it's almost like the fear is kind of pulling him back on the ground. And it's only going to injure him if he does. He can get stabbed by all these cellulites here. But when you look at this right side up, look at the faith and leap of faith that he's taking right now. This is Sagittarius energy. Ready for adventure. Ready to move on to the next thing and see what comes next. You know? So let's see what comes out. I like that you got your fellow fire signs on here supporting you too. It's like the element is behind you. Your element is, I don't know if it's speaking to you. Like some of you guys might be drawn to candles or things that are lit, you know? Like I'm talking like candles or smudges or something of a sort. Some of you guys might also like cooking, but there's something about your element that you thrive in that is really kind of like trying to force you to take hold of it and use it and harness the power of it. The fire energy, you are fire, and it's kind of asking you to use me. Use your fire. That, I don't know, that's for somebody. Use the fire, because fire doesn't just burn and destroys, it brings life. It is a new idea, it is new passion, it is motivation. Use your fire. Let it be seen. And then you have here clock and time. So it's in reverse. So where some of you guys may have felt the pressure of having to take action right away because of the instigating circumstance that happened, where you suddenly had the shocking news, oh my God, I just lost my job, I just did this, I gotta do something quick. No, you're being told to relax, take your time, really plan something out here. Like the clock is dependent on you. She's not depending on the clock. Do you see this? The clock is waiting on her. You're the clock. Time is waiting on you to move forward. Something's waiting on you to ignite. You have to be the start for something here. And then you have here, forget who you are. This card says conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. So an old version of you needs to pass away for you to discover your own light inside of you, so you can do something new. Who are you now? What's this new version of you? What did you learn from your experience that is now teaching you to be something better? Conditioning, restraints, other people's perspective, all that stuff is falling away off of you right now. Do you see it happening? Do you see how free you are right now? You're not tied to something anymore. You're free. Take hold of it. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the right way. It's in reverse. I feel like I saw this number somewhere. You had 12, like, couple of times, actually. I don't know. Like, yeah, here it is. You have 12 here, too. It showed up there, but I think I saw it another time. If you guys remember, let me know. I don't remember. There's so many cards on this deck. But anyways, you have the right way. Like some sort of news could have been bad news, but again, you can flip that. Like, what was unfair? You have laws not just in reverse here. Like, when this card is actually right side up, it's basically saying like something like a judgment call could have been made, but you may not have liked the outcome. In reverse here, it's saying that law is not justice. But in reverse, it's basically saying that there is justice here. You're going to get the full outcome from some sort of bad news here. Where somebody thought they were basically like giving you the raw end of the deal here. Remember, this person did not want to let you go, but they didn't want you to move forward. Ask yourself why. Why don't you want me to move forward, but you also don't want to let me go? It's because they see something inside of you of worth. You were giving something valuable to someone, and they wanted to take it for themselves. So where they may have given you some bad news to kind of like disrupt your day, oh my God, you just lost your job. This is actually justice, because somebody's going to regret this, and it's not going to be you. All right, I'm going to leave this here for now. Thank you guys for watching and for coming in and being a part of the live tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for showing the love. I really appreciate the likes. Make sure that you guys subscribe if you want to be notified when I am posting again. What sign do we have next? Is it Cancer? Is it Leo? Oh God, my brain is just not working tonight, and my other phone is off. But I have like a list that I go through. I'll let you guys know. Just keep a lookout for when it is that I post the live session. I usually post it like 5 or 10 minutes before I actually go on. All right, I love you guys. Good night. Bye.